thoughts on last week? What was good and what you learned?
Yeah, what was good is we know where we're at, and I think what we did was we were able to go into that game. I think guys put a lot of good effort into the game, and they approached it the right way. They had the intensity that we were looking for, and we were able to make some mistakes full speed and be able to do those against a good team. And I think it just shows us where we're at and what we need to improve on now. Having a young team, having a team that hasn't been together for very long with a new program, new system in terms of, a new coaching staff coming in and having a new style of doing things, we had to kind of, see the lights a little bit. And to do that against a top 25 type of team, that's tough. And you got to go into their environment. And, we made some blunders and just some executional mistakes that probably was due to our immaturity and just lack of being able to rep things consistently together for a while. And so, on a short clock, you come into, things that happen that you just start to dig yourself a hole, and then, before you know it, you get the result that you did. But there was a lot of good. I think there were a lot of young guys that played that actually had solid performances. There were guys that stepped up that we kind of could see now, okay, hey, he can handle this, he maybe can't handle that, and it just gave us a more clear vision of where we're at and what we're building towards.
And then away from the game and the score, the rivalry, the history that's there between Northern Michigan and Minnesota, like what was it like to get back and kind of continue that and be a part of that? I guess I'd played against each other for a long time, and then to meet again and kind of renew that history.
Yeah, I mean, great environment. Their fan base is fantastic. I think just watching them from afar for the last 15, 20 years or so, I mean, they have really come on and really built their program up. And so, being really 5 hours down the road, of course, for us traveling 5 hours isn't really all that bad. So being able to just go right there, visit their place and being in the upper Midwest, it's definitely a team and a game that you look forward to because there's recruiting implications that go along with that. And, it's a very good test for our team and our program to, make sure that we measure ourselves to know where we want to get to and where we want to be. And so, thing I encouraged our team was you can't look at the scoreboard. You got to be able to take what actually happened and be able to build on it and see the big picture. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to make sure that we do that, and we're able to do that against a good opponent and an opponent that we've had familiarity with in the past.
And then, Coach, we try not to fast forward too much, but coming up at home this weekend, kind of a chance to kind of make a statement playing at home and, against a team that in past years you guys have had success against. Thoughts going into that one and expectations for your team?
Yeah, well, I think it's, you go from week one, you never really know what you're getting yourself into, right? You don't know really how good you are versus an opponent, and you don't know what to expect about the opponent that you're playing. And so you take that, and now you go into week two, and it goes along with what you're saying. You go along with, hey, you've had success against this team in the past. You maybe start to look at what their score is, their record is, and you got to really protect against those external factors. And we come back, we have a saying that we talk about in our program of it's how we play, not who we play. And so you don't want to put too much emphasis on those things. You want to make sure you come back and look at the things that you can do better and what you can improve on. And we as coaches sat down and just tried to take great ownership of, hey, here are the 3 to 5 things at each of our positions and each of our units that we can get better at, and we can really practically work on and practice and come up with better drill work to do and just get better and improve. And so I think going into this week, we have a chance to just improve as a team, and I think playing in front of, our home crowd and being at home will really give us some great energy. And, I think guys are in a really good spot. I really liked our practice yesterday and really like our approach right now in terms of going into week 2.
first quarter, you guys had a chance to get off the field on that opening drive of Duluth. They came up with a fourth down, obviously, ended up scoring. And first quarter jitters up and out there, but you guys really competed in that second quarter, really chipped away at that score, had a chance to cut it to maybe a touchdown, maybe in a field goal. You talked about the way you saw your team compete. I thought they did a great job. What did you like about that second quarter before that interception took place?
Yeah, no doubt. I think we had to ride the wave a little bit of that first quarter. Lot of butterflies, a lot of jitters, just getting that first game kind of, out of your system a little bit. And I think our guys did a good job of that, of responding how they did in the second quarter. And absolutely, the way we responded defensively, the way we responded offensively, putting points up, we were 20-10 right there with getting the ball back, and it really felt like there was some momentum that we had. And I just think it's a great reflection of what we're capable of doing. And I think that's what we have talked about with the team here is, hey, there's a lot of things that we do need to improve on. There's a lot of things that you could chalk up as, oh man, I wish that didn't happen. Oh man, that went wrong. Those plays were not so good. And there's also a side that says, man, this is what we're capable of. This is what our potential looks like. And we got to build on that. And so I just think, offensively, if we can get into a rhythm, we've got the opportunity to move the ball. We've got the opportunity to hit some explosive plays. I think we can get both a running game and a passing game going, and I think we showed that at times, and on Thursday night. Defensively, we've got to do a better job of just containing big plays. We allowed some big runs to happen that, you can't do that. You can't allow 4 to 5 to 6 plays kind of get out of hand, and yet all the others, be pretty solidly good. And that's a little bit what we did there on Thursday night. But we showed. I mean, there can be some really, really good production. We've just got to be more consistent with it.